Greetings all, welcome back to the channel. We recently watched a video from the channel called Comics by Perch, where he raised the question of, have we gotten over our presumed opposition to AI art being used in comics? Respectfully, I believe he is asking the wrong question. The more pertinent question is, are comic book artists preparing themselves to compete with the extraordinarily accelerated production times that AI-generated comic art will inevitably bring to the industry? Understand, we all have seen bloody awful examples of shoddily assembled AI images tossed onto a page by persons with zero graphic design skills and fobbed off as comic book or graphic novel. Combine that with zero knowledge of image editing software still needed to correct the frequent mistakes of generative AI. And it's quite easy to sort of dismiss it all as a bunch of rubbish that will never be a viable way to make comic art acceptable by the readers. Comic artists would do well not to make the same assumptions that general freelance illustrators seem to be making about anyone who uses AI-generated art. That assumption being that all AI art users are clueless laypeople who have no experience with traditional illustration or design skills, or any knowledge of how to fix, edit, or composite images in Photoshop or similar programs. This assumption is a fool's gambit because, in reality, your true competition, particularly in the crowdfunding space, will soon be experienced comic artists and writers who are leveraging AI and outperforming you in terms of quantity, speed, and delivery times. Indeed, we are aware that the major publishers such as Marvel or DC may have prohibited AI usage in their various titles. However, the indie comic market is far too decentralized to impose such a global ban, despite the objections of various vocal factions who swear they will never accept AI art in a comic book or graphic novel. It will not be up to you, nor them. The buyers and backers will decide. Consider that we are in a time where campaign backers are increasingly waiting literally years for a book they funded, while the creators of said books seemingly have endless time to post derisive screeds on Twitter and conduct multi-hour YouTube live streams, savaging other creators, all the while they themselves have frustrated backers still waiting for their products for years. Such scenarios are only making it far more likely that, going forward, backers will increasingly support creators who deliver well-presented comic stories and graphic novels in a timely manner, with little to no soul-searching about AI-generated art or even 3D assets restyled with generative AI. Skilled artists will not hesitate to break these long-standing conventions, and those who choose to ignore them do so at their own peril. The images you have been watching on the right side of this video are from an experimental 92-page science fiction graphic novel. It was created with simple renders of 3D assets and restyled with generative AI and edited in Adobe Photoshop. 92 pages in 34 days. The future of AI in comics and graphic novels is not coming. It is already here!